Good morning to everyone. Today in this video, we are going to discuss regarding the differential relay. This is the lecture number 7 for the subject switchgear and protection. From the last 6 days, we are discussing regarding the relays in detail. So we had started our journey of relays with the concept of the two basic principles named as electromagnetic attraction as well as electromagnetic induction. So, so today in this video we will discuss regarding the differential relays. So before starting this differential relays, uh, we have to know that most of the relays most of the relays which we are discussing works on the value of the current. अगर हमारी करंट की वैल्यू ज़्यादा होती है, जैसे ही हमारी ट्रिपिंग वैल्यू से ज़्यादा रहती है करंट की वैल्यू, तो हमारी रिलेस जो है दैट आर गोइंग टू बी ऑपरेटेड. So but none of the relays discuss regarding the distinction between the heavy load conditions and minor fault conditions. So that drawback is overcome in this particular type of relay, that is the differential relay. So uh, these relays are less sensitive because they cannot make distinction between the heavy load conditions and minor fault conditions. So in this particular type of relay, it can easily distinguish between the minor fault conditions and the major fault conditions. Okay. So a differential relay is one that operates when the phasor difference of two or more similar electrical quantities exceeds a predetermined value. Okay. The thing which is important is what these three lines are showing, that the phasor difference between two or more electrical quantities exceeds a predetermined value. All these concepts have been discussed. This whole three lines have been discussed under these two categories: current differential relay and voltage differential relay. So there are two categories of differential relay named as current differential relay and voltage differential relay. So what these three lines are saying will be discussed under this topic, under normal operating conditions. How this relay is going to work under the normal operating conditions. As you can see that under normal operating conditions, we have taken an example of alternator winding. One end of the winding is connected to the load side, another end of the winding is connected to the ground, and across the winding there are two current transformers for the ratio 200:1, 200:1. These are the number of turns for the current transformers. So under normal operating condition, 5 ampere current flows across this and 5 ampere current flows out of this point. So when this reaches this point, when we apply the KCL at this node, Kirchhoff's current law at this node, current entering at any point junction must be equals to current leaving that point junction. The remaining side, this side, that will be 0 amperes. So operating coil of overcurrent relay is 0 amperes. So relay will not operate under the normal operating conditions. So the next category is, so the next category is, so the next category is when fault occurs. ठीक है, अगर fault occur होता है तो हम क्या करेंगे? So let us suppose कि alternator winding is subjected to a single line to ground fault. ठीक है, so due to this fault, let us suppose the direction of the currents. These are the assumptions. ठीक है, let us suppose the direction of the current is 500 amperes current flow from this side and 2000 amperes enters the winding from this side. So the ratio is 200:1, 200, 500 divided by 200 is 2.5 ampere. 2000 divided by 200 is 10 amperes. So when reaching the current at this node, current entering at any point junction must be equal to current leaving that point junction. 2.5 plus 7.5 is 10 ampere according to KCL. So when 7.5 ampere current flows through this coil, the relay operates. This is the operating coil of the relay. So this simply represents the operating coil of the relay. जैसे ही करंट इस ऑपरेटिंग कॉइल से फ्लो करेगी वैसे ही हमारी रिले ऑपरेट करेगी. When a fault occurs and the direction of flow of current is in this direction. In this particular category of relay, you have to be focused on these directions of current. You have to focus on these direction of current. So the another case is, another case is when fault occurs. When fault occurs and the direction of the currents are like this: 1000 amperes flows inwards from the load end and 2000 amperes flows inwards from the ground end. So when we divide this 1000 by 200, that is the 5 ampere, and this 2000 by 200, that is the 10 ampere. At this particular node point, current entering at any point junction must be equal to current leaving that point junction. So 10 ampere is entering, 5 ampere is entering, the output will be 15 ampere. So 15 ampere current will be flow across this operating coil, and according to this the relay will operate. So in this way the relay distinguish between the heavy load conditions and the light load conditions. Okay, so this is a way how this particular category of relay distinct between the heavy load and light load conditions. According to this, the operating coil of the relay operate, which in turn operate the trip circuit of the circuit breaker, which in turn isolate the faulty section. So when we had discussed like there are advantages and disadvantages in every category of relay. So in this particular category of relay, what is the major disadvantage which I had found here is the due to the use of the pilot cables. Pilot cables are the cables used to connect various equipments to the circuit, to the windings. So these wires are known as pilot cables. All these wires used for connections are known as pilot cable. Due to the varying impedance of the pilot cables, there is not accurate matching of the two current transformers. ठीक है, क्योंकि impedance वेरी करती है किसी भी मैन्युफैक्चरिंग केबल की. Due to that varying impedance of the pilot cable, the impedance from the both sides do not match. ठीक है, अगर impedance अगर match नहीं हुई, due to varying impedance the impedance do not match, so the current transformer ratings may not match. And the one more major drawback is the impedance at both the ends, this end and this end. The impedance at both the ends may vary. Due to that variation in the impedance of the pilot cable, current may get flow across the operating coil and the relay may operate. So these are the two major disadvantages of the pilot cable. Due to the varying impedance of the pilot cable or due to the difference at the currents at both the ends, the operating coil may operate. So in order to overcome this pilot cable impedance concept, we use modified version of this relay, that is biased beam relay, which will be discussed in the another class. Thank you guys.